Hello and welcome to the Darby Creek Diaries. I'm Gail Thompson and today I'm participating in a Happy Holidays with Stencils hop that's sponsored by A Colorful Life Designs. Each stop is showcasing the new holiday stencils. They're also having a giveaway and I will tell you more about that in a little bit. Here is the project I'm going to show you today. First, I'm going to get out my Splat box and use some Pixie spray. This is a very low-tack adhesive that doesn't leave any residue on your paper and lifts up pretty easily. So you just spritz it about a foot away and make sure you're in a well-ventilated area. And then all you have to do is just flip it over after you let it dry for a couple of seconds and place it on your paper. This is the Faded Poinsettia stamp. And it really is beautiful, and I think it lends itself to ink blending, so that's what I'm gonna do. I got out my Catherine Polar inks. I'm really liking those. That's called Rock and Red, and I'm just going to use one color and fade it out with the poinsettia so that it has a little bit of variation, but you don't need to have 14 different shades of red. I'm not the speediest, but when you do this ink blending, you kind of want to be careful. And I love that Pixie spray because it really does hang on well. All that moving around is the whole paper shifting. So I'm just lightly doing you don't even have to be terribly careful with this. I'm just kind of dabbing it off a little bit. I want to make sure the centers are darker than the rest. Our sponsor is giving away 10 $15 gift certificates. To enter, listen for my secret word and use it in your comment. Each channel has a different secret word, so be sure to stop by as many stops as you can to get a better chance of winning. You have until October 22nd to enter. Details are in my description box below and over at my blog. And here's my favorite part, the reveal. Look how crisp and clean the white is on that. And I'm going to use this for a card later. I'm not going to do it today, but I think there are lots of things that you could do with this background. Next up are diamond strands, and I've been wanting to use this gold paste. It's from Therm for a long time, and now I'm going to just do it. And you just smooth it on like you're buttering toast. And I'm trying not to get it on the outside because I do want to use a little bit of the outside edge of this on my card front. And you just smooth it out until you get a nice even application of television. I'm done. I'm scraping some back into the bottle. Make sure you wipe around the edge of where your lid is, because this stuff all turns into concrete if you don't watch your lids. And I've had some stuck shut. Now here is the beautiful reveal. And once again, look how clean those lines are from using that Pixie spray. I really love that stuff. Next up we have Heart Flakes. And I think this is a really versatile die because you could use it for, maybe even Valentine's Day, because it's little hearts or snow. And I'm using Brutus Monroe's glitter paste, and it's supposed to come out kind of a holographic, but I'm kind of disappointed. It doesn't really do it on the blue. It's probably fabulous on white paper or something else. One of the problems with using our stencil pal there is that you can't really fit it into the jar. So I wound up getting out a palette knife, putting it on, because it does spread the paste beautifully. So I just kind of worked with that a little bit. And this did take quite a bit of paste. It seems like those jars dry out though before you ever get everything used. Sure that you have a bucket of water or rinse or clean your stencils right away. I just have some soapy water in a little bucket next to me because this stuff will absolutely be impossible to get off of your stencils, your utensils. It's really hard. So, and I've learned my lesson. You'll be able to see on my tools some of the beautiful sparkly decorations from projects past. Now here comes the reveal once again. Woo! And this will look even prettier when it's dry. But look at that, and there's quite a bit of dimension. I'm trying to, there you can kind of see the dimension. Really pretty. So here is the faded poinsettia, all dry. But we're going to save that for another day. I'm going to finish up the other two for you real quickly using some glitter cardstock and my art glitter glue, which is my new favorite glue. It is very, very strong, and I haven't so far had clogging issues. I'm not saying I wouldn't. Whenever you're applying something to the front of the card, it's best to open your card up like that. That way you get a better way of centering it, because I wanted to leave just a smidge of a blue edge around it. Now I'm going to add it's a Hero Arts ornament die, and I just used the outside ornament part, and I'm going to add a little bit of ribbon. Now I wound up using some matte adhesive on this because the glitter glue isn't as fabric friendly as I thought it was. So I'm just going to clip that over there and let that dry while I do everything else. Now I'm laying on our panel, just kind of eyeballing everything. I'm quite the eyeballer. I almost never measure unless it's absolutely necessary. And I'm just going to tape this down with some washi tape. I have to find a use for it. I have quite a bit of it, and I never can seem to get that stuff to tear right. So I'm going to, this is holographic paper, by the way, from Tonic, and I just love how it gives you all that rainbow of color. And once again, I'm going to eyeball it and see how I have that card open. That's a top folding card. Oh, don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell for notifications if you'd like to see some other projects. I have about 70 videos, I think, and they're not each one of them a different technique, but almost all of them are different techniques. So it's a one-stop shop for techniques. At least that's what I'm trying to do. Now I'm going to add a pretty pink posh, big old snowflake sequin, and then I'm going to put a kind of a, it's a starter sequin, but I can't remember what company that came from. I want to say Studio Cadia, but I'll have that down below and over at my blog. And I'm using the multimedia mat for that as well. And it's just hold it for a couple seconds to get it dry. There you go. And if you get anything on that foil, it does wipe off with your finger. Now I lost some footage, or actually I think I didn't have the camera on. I'm applying Merry Christmas. This is from Pink and Main, and it has the little background as well. And I'm using the clear Cool Tack. It's hard for me to show you because I already did it, but it's kind of a, it's a fairly thick adhesive, like a foam tape, only it's clear. I stuck it very carefully behind the letters because I didn't want to show that through the vellum. Now we're going to quick put together the diamond strands. I have a black card base that I folded for a A2 size card. I'm showing you there that I cut out the gold underneath, and I can save that for another project because all you really need is the edge. I taped my letters down after I've stacked up 3 or 4 layers, and that way I could get the, that's the Nuvo crystal drops. I'm not as thrilled with those as I really like my diamond glaze better. It kind of was, I thought, kind of lumpy, so that's my 2 cents. I start with the center letters first. You always want to start in the middle and work your way out. And I'm just going to put that on the, I have gold vellum as the background die. Really easy to do. I don't think it's still 100% dry, but we're going to go with it. Now I'm going to add it to the front of the card, and this makes a nice masculine card. I didn't want it to have a lot of accoutrement. This is all it's just simple, but I think it's pretty elegant. And I'm hiding the glue behind the letters so it doesn't show through there either. And then once again, I'm just going to eyeball it. If you ever see me with a ruler, you know it's got to be pretty darn serious. And here is a look again at our two projects. I want to thank A Colorful Life Designs for sponsoring this hop. And don't forget to use the word shopping. I forgot to mention earlier, I'm so sorry. Shopping is the secret word you need to put in the comments below to be eligible for the drawing of $10, $15 gift certificates. And the more stops you go to, the more chances you have to win. I'm so glad you stopped by, and I really appreciate your time. I hope you consider liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing, and then visiting my blog, thedarbycreekdiaries.com. I'm going to leave a couple of playlists here for you if you're new to my channel that have a varied assortment of techniques that you might enjoy. I hope you'll come back to see me. I do thank you for your time, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.